ballpark here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon. We have the Vancouver Canadians no score and the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes no score as well. This will bring action here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. I'd like to say happy birthday, first of all, to Taylor Cole, the right-hander, who's celebrating his 23rd birthday today, born on this date back in 1989, having a whale of a game so far. Just one hit allowed in his first 4 innings. Of course, that first hit came in the bottom half of the 4th, just a while ago. And of course, a shout out to Jeremy Knight as well, making his debut here at CanadiansBaseball.com and having a fantastic job, or doing a fantastic job in the first 4 innings. Little pop up to the left field. It's going back all the way to the wall and make the catch. 1 away as we begin the bottom half of the 5th inning. It looked like a pop-up from this angle, but it actually drifted all the way to the wall in out of left field. It must have been carried by the wind, but that was Steven Yarrow, the third baseman, flying out to left field, and a terrific catch out at left by Matt Newman. So 1 away here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. My name is KP Wee, taking over in the booth here for Jeremy Knight, who called the play-by-play of the first 4 innings, as we bring action here between the Canadians and the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes here at CanadiansBaseball.com. Now Sam Everly is up at bat, the catcher for the Volcanoes. The count is 1-1 on Everly, the fine catcher for Salem-Keizer, who's drafted this year in the 25th round by the San Francisco Giants. And man, that was just a great play that he made at the top of the 4th inning when he was back behind the plate as he looks at ball 2 in the dirt. So it counts 2 balls and 2 strikes on Everly. But Everly taking a blow by a 6'6" guy by the name of Art Charles, of course. A little line drive to right field. And Ramirez makes a play 2 away. We'll get back to the story about Everly later on in this broadcast, but I just wanted to talk about such a terrific play by the fine young catcher for the Volcanoes. But 2 away here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Again, we're scoreless here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon. It seems to me that every time Taylor Cole is pitching on the mound, we have a low-scoring game. It's either 0-0 in the middle of the game, or they were ahead 1-0, something like that. But again, no runs again tonight. Ryan Jones is up to bat, the second baseman for Salem-Keizer. And Cole has fallen behind 2-0 on the 9th place hitter, Ryan Jones, here with 2 outs in the 5th. Here's the pitch. Popped up to left center. And Parmley plays center field, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So after 5 complete innings, Vancouver no score, and Salem-Keizer no score, as we're broadcasting live here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon. You've been listening to Canadians Baseball at CanadiansBaseball.com. More in a moment. Back here at the ballpark here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon. My name is Keith Wee, doing the broadcast today for the rest of the game, as you're listening to Canadians Baseball here at CanadiansBaseball.com. Getting back to that story about Sam Everly, the catcher for the Volcanoes. In the top of the 4th inning, bases loaded, 1 out, fly ball to right field. Art Charles on 3rd base. The catch is made, and Charles comes running toward home plate and charges into the catcher, Everly. Now imagine a guy taking a blow by a 6'6" guy like Charles, and tells him that was a great play by Everly to not only just to hang on to the ball, but take that blow from Charles to keep it a scoreless game. So the fly ball to right field was the second out of the inning, and the out of the plate was the third out. That was at the end of the inning right there. So terrific play by Eberle. I mean, that's something that players have to learn in the pros, because in college baseball, players just slide in. They can't, make any contact. But just a terrific play. And talking to Clay McCullough earlier this season, the manager for the Canadians, as we began playing the top of the sixth inning with Art Charles coming up to bat. By talking with McCullough earlier this season, McCullough, of course, being a catcher when he was in his playing days, he had a collision like that in about his sixth professional game several years back. The fly ball to right field, a runner tag at third base, ran full speed toward home plate, swing and a miss there by Art Charles as the sixth inning is underway. But anyway, getting back to the story about Clayton, he was a catcher. For his fly ball to right field, the throw comes in, guy from third base, swing and a miss there as Charles takes a whack at a pitch in the dirt. Counts no balls and 2 strikes. And the runner ran into McCullough and nailed him. And McCullough couldn't turn his head for 2 days. The pitch in the dirt by Chris Johnson, the right-hander for the Volcanoes. So McCullough couldn't turn his head for a couple of days, and the guys behind him on the bus, as a joke, would go, "Hey, Clayton," just to make him turn around. As Charles strikes out swinging a little fastball to 1 away here in the top half of the sixth inning. But the guys on the bus would, as a joke, go, "Hey, Clayton," just to make him turn around. And Clayton admits now that it's pretty funny, how the guys on the bus would make him turn when he couldn't turn his neck just because of that collision he suffered at home plate. So he thought it was pretty funny. And the good news about that play, the play for Clayton, was he hung on to that baseball and the guy was out. Little ground ball, base hit by Lebeljin. So one away and 1 on here in the top of the sixth inning. Just Lebeljin swinging the first pitch, just grounds one into left field. The C's 7th hit of the evening. The C's have out-hit the Volcanoes 7-1, just 1 hit by Salem-Keizer. But we're still scoreless here in the top of the sixth inning. So perhaps the Canadians try and get this 1 run across as Matt Newman, the left fielder, comes up to bat against Johnson. Newman now looks at ball 1 in the dirt, counts 1-0. Johnson taking his time between pitches. He makes a quick throw to first base to try and get Lebeljin, but Jason's back safe at first base. It's a great ballpark here at Volcanoes Stadium. We haven't been here before. This is actually my first time being out here. Another quick throw to first base, and again Jason is back safely. It's a neat little ballpark here, I have to admit. I mean, of course, Scotiabank Field back in Vancouver is terrific, but I would say, Volcanoes Stadium here in Keizer, Oregon is pretty fantastic as well. Now, as it is a quick throw over again, that's a 3rd consecutive throw, and Newman is patiently waiting at the plate. Wearing his black jersey with a red number on the back. If that's fouled back, it counts 1-1. Now, here at this ballpark, there's a Volcanoes burger that I haven't seen yet, but I'm told it's huge, it's gigantic. It's something to check out for sure. If you're at the ballpark here in Keizer, Oregon, just a stand called Asian Wok that sells made-to-order rice. If you're not a fan of traditional ballpark food like hot dogs and burgers, or even like Jerry's Lava Dog that they serve here at Volcanoes Stadium. Just picnic benches down the left field line. The sports bar as well here. The kids' playground. A great ballpark to watch a baseball game. And the fans are being treated to a nice pitching duel here. Scoreless game. Line drive to center field. Base hit. Now Lebeljin on first base wasn't sure if that was going to be caught, so he only advanced to second base because he wasn't sure if that was going to be caught or not. So he kind of held up a little bit and made it just to second base. But Newman is safe on first on a single, so 2 runners on base with 1 out, and that's the 8th hit by Vancouver so far this evening. Again, this ballpark here at Volcanoes Stadium, they have 13 luxury skybox suites here as well, and the best seats in the house for them. It's a private elevator that takes you up there, and I had a tour yesterday when I first came here, the start of this 3-game series. We're in game 2 right now, but each suite is furnished, and it has cable television. There's a little fridge in there for beer. It's a great little ballpark here, especially these skybox suites. This is a little fly ball to right field by Ramirez. Back. It's off the wall. So 1 run's going to score. And now Newman's coming in. He's safe as well. So a 2-run double by Carlos Ramirez, and the C's are up 2-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. How about that? Carlos Ramirez lining a baseball to right that hit the wall out there in right field, and both runners come in, and Vancouver's ahead 2-0. So great clutch hit there by Ramirez, and finally some run support for Taylor Cole, who's pitched 5 shutout innings so far. But still 1 out, and Ramirez is out on second base, with Tucker Frawley, the catcher, up to bat. He looks at strike 1, which hit the outside corner. Frawley, no home runs, 7 runs batted in so far this summer. Doing a fantastic job behind the plate as well. Swings and misses on the next pitch. The count is 0-2. It's a great night here for baseball. Not too hot. They have the temperature shown here, but it's Fahrenheit, so not good with converting that to Celsius, but it's not hot. It's a cool evening here in Keizer, Oregon. He swings and misses and strikes out for the 2nd out. So 2-way here in the top half of the 6th inning. And of course, as mentioned earlier, the C's are wearing their black jerseys again. This is the 41st time out of 65 games that they've played. The good thing about this is they never complain about the black jerseys, and players love them because they're sweet looking. They love them because they've won a lot of games in that jersey. And then again tonight, they're ahead 2-0 in the 6th inning in that jersey. I mean, if memory serves me correct, they wore that black jersey every game during their recent 7-game winning streak a couple of weeks back. As Ian Parmley is taking a practice swing outside the batter's box, as the catcher Eberle has a little word with Chris Johnson, the reliever. And now Tom Trevorhorn, the manager for the Volcanoes, is out to the mound. Looks like it's going to be a pitching change, so we'll wait for that and see what happens. But getting back to the black jersey by the C's, they just love that black jersey, and they're wearing it again tonight. So, if memory serves me correct, they wore that black jersey in every game during their recent 7-game winning streak. And guess what happened when they went to the gray jersey the next day? Well, they lost and the streak was over. But if I remember correctly, they wore that black jersey in Boise, where it's 40 degrees Celsius. And I think they won 3 out of 5 in that series, I believe, something like that. And it's even the best-selling jersey in Vancouver as well, by C's fans. And early in the game, the buzz in the press box here at Volcanoes Stadium is perhaps the Volcanoes are reluctant to switch a black jersey from the gray that they're wearing, just because they're afraid that maybe the players might not like it. The black, you're playing in hot temperatures, but hey, suck it up. Because the C's have been winning, wearing the black jerseys, wore them in Boise a while ago when it was 40 degrees. It's a neat looking jersey for sure, and tell you what, the C's have been successful so far this season. Again, this is the 41st time out of 65 games that they've worn that particular color. New new pitcher on the mound is taking his warm-up tosses. Again, 2 outs. Ramirez on second base after hitting his 2-run double off the right field wall here. That's Mason McVeigh, number 35, left-hander, warming up for the Volcanoes. But I'll tell you what, one thing about the right field fence, so the right field area, if you haven't been here before, this is a neat little ballpark. It's on the right field. It's a highway that when traffic is always busy, there's never a quiet period. So if you've got cars and trucks going by every second, I would imagine it's hard to hear the crack of the ball, when the player hits it. When you're playing right field, it might be hard to track that baseball down if you can't hear it. But tell you what, no errors so far this evening. Players are doing a great job out there on right field, but there's no chance, obviously, on that baseball that was hit by Ramirez early in this inning. A 2-run double off the right field wall. No chance at all for Andrew Kane, the right fielder. But I would have to imagine it's pretty tough playing out there in right field just because of the noise of the traffic behind you. And McVeigh, the left-hander, is ready to pitch to Ian Parmley, who's batting here with 2 outs in the top half of the 6th inning. The first pitch missed outside. The count is 1-0. Parmley hitting .211 with 9 RBIs so far this summer. Batting in the number 9 spot today. Fouls that one back. Count is even at 1-1. So the Seas are ahead 2-0 here, and they have a 2-game lead over the Eugene Emeralds, of course, in the Western Division standings in the second half of the season, with 11 games to go after tonight. Obviously, the Canadians want to continue winning, of course, just to keep that going. Line drive to center field, base hit by Parmley. Here comes Ramirez to the plate. The throw is not going to be in time. 3-0 Vancouver as Ramirez scores from second base on a line drive base hit to center field by Parmley. So 3-0 for the Seas. How about that? And it's dead quiet here at Volcanoes Stadium. There must be over 2,000 fans here tonight enjoying this fine baseball game. But the Seas have gone ahead by 3 runs. 3 runs on 10 hits and no errors. No runs on 1 hit and no errors by the home team. And now Jorge Flores is up to bat, trying to extend his lead for the Canadians, who are up 3-0. Big swing and a miss by Flores. Quickly 1 strike against him. Now, I would have to say Flores has been one of the best players for the Seas this summer. And if you've been to the ballpark at Scotiabank Field to watch Canadians baseball this year, you probably would agree with that. But guess what, fans? You can vote for your fans, or you can vote for your favorite player in our Fans' Choice Award today. That's fouled back. Count is 0-2. That's right. So you can vote for our Fans' Choice Award, and you have to be quick because the Vancouver Canadians want to know who you thought was our most exciting player this summer. Vote today for your favorite player, because polls close on Wednesday, August 22nd at 5 p.m. So you've got just 2 days to make that vote. Now, you have 2 days to get your votes in, and you just go to CanadiansBaseball.com for more information. So who's been the most electrifying player for the Seas? A wild pitch, or at least a bounce in the dirt. And Parmley advances to third base. So now 2 outs. Parmley on third base. Seas are up 3-0. And Flores hoping to catch that 4th one in for Vancouver. But vote for your favorite player today. Go to CanadiansBaseball.com for that. So, who's been the most electrifying player for the Seas? Was it Balbino Filmer? Was it Ian Parley, who's standing out at third base right now? Is it Flores? Sweeney? Vote now at CanadiansBaseball.com. You've got 2 days. And that pitch was fouled back. So count is 1-2 to Flores. So 1-2, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. That's fouled back again. So Flores stays alive here. Looking to get the Seas' 11th hit to drive in another run here tonight. Johnson, pardon me, that's McVeigh now on the mound, the left-hander. Big swing and a miss as he strikes out Flores, swinging. But the Seas do score 3 runs here in this inning. And after 5.5 innings here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon, Vancouver is up 3-0 over the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes. So more action here at CanadiansBaseball.com in the bottom half of the 6th inning momentarily. We'll be right back after this. Back here at Volcanoes Stadium here in Keizer, Oregon, as we bring action here at CanadiansBaseball.com in the bottom half of the 6th inning with Seas ahead of Salem-Keizer 3-0. The Seas scoring all 3 of their runs here in the top of the 6th. I guess the 6th inning has been kind of lucky for the Seas in this series. Of course, last night Vancouver was ahead just 1-0 entering the 6th inning before Balbino Filmer Cal Sweeney hit a home run with 2 outs to give the Seas a 2-0 lead. And Balbino Filmer, next hitter, hit another pitch out of here to make it 3-0. So 2 runs last night in the top of the 6th inning, and the Seas went on to that 3-0 victory. It's 3 runs tonight in 6th. I was talking to the players on the bus earlier. Last time when Balbino hit that home run in the 6th inning that went over the 405 sign out in center field, everyone in the press box up here was surprised that it went out of the park because it didn't seem like it was a deep drive. But from talking to players afterwards, they said they knew it was gone as soon as they heard the crack of the bat, because Balbino hit it that hard. But up in the press box here, it was kind of hard to tell. But the players got a sense right away and they knew it was gone. So great job of hitting by Balbino last night. As Taylor Cole is back for his 6th inning work, he's given up just 1 hit so far through the first 5 innings. Second pitch missed. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Kendrell Hill, the leadoff hitter for the Volcanoes. Now, a little story about Cantrell Hill. Jeremy Knight, our media relations veteran with the Canadians, and myself, we were in the clubhouse yesterday with hitting coach Dave Tano going over the Volcanoes hitters with a pitching staff. That pitch bounced in the dirt. It counts 2-1. Or did he swing at that? The scoreboard has counted 1-2. So I guess he did swing at that pitch in the dirt. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hill. That pitch is inside and high, so 2-2. But Jeremy Knight and myself were in the clubhouse yesterday with hitting coach Dave Pano going over the Volcanoes hitters with the pitching staff. And there's, coaches do this prior to every series, going over the strengths and weaknesses of the opposing teams, hitters, as he strikes out there. So one away, Hill does, so one out. But it's kind of neat being part of that meeting and understanding what the coaching staff does to help the team get prepared for who they're facing. And Hill, who struck out in the last at bat, had an amazing 36-game streak where he reached base every game, which ended last Friday. 36 straight games getting on base, and was fouled back by Steven Branca, the shortstop for the Volcanoes. So Pano was going over with the pitchers, the tendencies of Hill and the rest of the Volcanoes lineup, and how to pitch to them. Pitch was, outside to Branca. The count is 1-1. Here in the 6th inning, Baum the 6th with 1 out. Pitch in the dirt. He didn't swing, according to the base umpire, Jake Wilburn, who is umpiring out down the first baseline tonight. So 2 balls and a strike to Branca. Big swing and a miss, and pitch in the dirt, 2-2. You can kind of feel the 3 runs that the Seas put up in the top of the 6th inning, kind of sucking the life out of everyone here at the ballpark here at Volcanoes Stadium. It's really quiet right now in the ballpark. Liner to center. Is he going to make the catch? And that's an out. The umpire is calling that an out. Wasn't sure from this angle if he made the catch or if he trapped it, but a fine diving catch by Parmley out in shallow center field, making a fine diving catch to retire Branca. So 2-way. So 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Caesar had 3-0. But getting back to the story about Pano, the hitting coach, Dave Pano, going over with the pitching staff about how to deal with each hitter. They have a notebook on every opposing hitter that's fouled back by Joe Rapp, the first baseman. And from what I gathered from the meeting, because I was right there with Jeremy Knight, our media relations veteran here with the Canadians. This guy that played here, Joe Rapp, the first baseman, the Canadians don't want him to beat them. And he's the best hitter for the Volcanoes, with hitting .291 this summer. But according to this pitch in the dirt, counts 1-2. But according to Pano during the meeting, for example, scout report on this guy, Rapp, he's not looking to walk. He's up there to drive in a run or to hit a home run. So it strikes him out. How about that? Taylor Cole struck him out looking at a pitch in the outside corner of the strike zone. And man, what a terrific pitching performance tonight by Taylor Cole so far. 6 shutout innings of 1-hit baseball. He just struck out the best hitter of the Volcanoes, Joe Rapp, looking at an outside pitch on 1-2. Fantastic performance by Taylor Cole, pitching on his 23rd birthday. How about that? So after 6 complete innings, the Seas are ahead 3-0 over the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes, and you're listening to Canadians Baseball here at CanadiansBaseball.com. My name is KP Wee. We'll be back in a moment. Here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon. You're listening to Canadians Baseball at CanadiansBaseball.com. My name's KP Wee. What a terrific pitching performance tonight by young right-hander Taylor Cole, who again is celebrating his 23rd birthday tonight. Born on this day, August 20th in 1989. Just a fantastic performance. And the guys here in the press box here in Keizer they track, or I guess they chart the pitches that the starters throw. They have been handed a piece of paper by the guys here up in the press box, so thank you for that. According to them, Taylor Cole has pitched or has thrown 85 pitches so far tonight, 49 for strikes, so that's 58% of his pitches went for strikes. He faced 21 batters and gave up just one hit. How about that? Just a fantastic performance by Taylor Cole. And of course, coming into today's game, he had a 4-0 record, 4 wins, no losses, and a 1.15 ERA. So that's gone down, his ERA has, after 6 shutout innings of baseball here tonight. Now, when top half of the 7th inning, he sees ahead 3-0, and there's a bunt. Pitcher throws over the first base, not in time. And how about that? The leadoff runners aboard here, that's Kellen Sweeney, surprising everyone by bunting for a base hit. That's the 11th hit by the Canadians here this evening. You just surprised everybody in the infield because everyone was playing back, and Kellen Sweeney thinks, hey, why not just bunt for a hit? And he did that, plays a bunt toward third base. The ball just rolled slowly. And by the time the third baseman came in, made a throw over the first base, Sweeney was already aboard. Fantastic start to the top of the 7th inning here at Volcanoes Stadium. So 1 on here now for Balbino Fiormayor. Counts 1-0 as first pitch bounced in the dirt. Next pitch here, high and inside, I should say. It's a high and inside pitch. 2-0. That last pitch, 78 miles an hour. Looked like a changeup by the left-hander, Mason McVeigh, who's in his second inning of work here in relief of Chris Johnson. Pitch in the dirt, 3 balls and no strikes. Last night the Seas won 3-0, of course, and tonight they're ahead 3-0 as well. You wouldn't think this is a pitcher's ballpark. That's a high pitch, so ball 4. So the first 2 are aboard here. And the top of the 7th inning, as Balbino walks, and big Art Charles is off the bat with 2 runs aboard. But in talking with Tom Trevorhorn, the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes manager, earlier today, he says, this is a great hitter's park, and I guess, if the wind is blowing out towards right field, fly balls that hit out that way could get out of here. But it's all been pitching so far tonight, or so far in this series. Again, Seas shut out Salem-Keizer 3-0 last night, and had 3-0 this evening. So this is kind of a hitter's ballpark for me. And you look at the numbers, and of course, Salem-Keizer is last in the league in pitching, and they're right up there, 3rd in hitting in the league. The official attendance for tonight, 2,371 here at the ballpark. 2371, enjoying a fine baseball game here at Volcanoes Stadium. That pitches fell back. Count is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Art Charles. Man, this fella can hit. If you were fortunate enough to join us at the ballpark at Scotiabank Field in the last homestand, he had 3 home runs in 8 games back in Vancouver, just showing the fans the amount of power that he has. Of course, a big prospect with the Blue Jays. So the next pitch is in the dirt that counts 1-2. If Charles can hit another one here, it would be fantastic because the Seas would be ahead by a few more runs. This pitch is inside, just missed the corner, so 2 balls and 2 strikes to big Art Charles. Of course, early in the game, in the 4th inning, when Charles was on third base, he came in trying to score on a fly ball hit out to right field. He ran over the catcher Everly, who hung onto the baseball, and Charles was out in that play. The next pitch is high, so 3 balls and 2 strikes. You would have thought that that play in the 4th inning would have been a turning point, with Salem-Keizer getting momentum out of that flying play. Or first of all, it's a great throw by the right fielder Andrew Kane, but a fine play by Everly, the catcher, hang on to that baseball, and having 6'6" Art Charles running into him, big collision there. You would have thought that it would have given Salem-Keizer his swings and misses and strikes out. So Art Charles strikes out this at bat. That's 1 away. You would have thought that would have given momentum to the home team. The fans were cheering. It was loud in this ballpark, with 2,371 of them screaming and cheering after that fine play by Everly. But the Volcanoes have not been able to score against Taylor Cole, who's pitched a perfectly pitched baseball game as Sweeney takes off for third base and makes it safe there. So stolen base by Sweeney, as they do not even attempt to throw. How about that? If they're not gonna watch you, or they're not gonna keep you close to the base, why not go ahead and run? So now Sweeney, out of that stolen base, is standing on third base with Balbino, who walked, standing on first. So first and third with 1 out, with Jason Leblebijan trying to get another hit for the C's. Pitches in the dirt. The count is 1-1, 1 ball and 1 strike on Leblebijan. It's funny, coming up to the press box yesterday, my first trip here in Keizer, the PA guy here in Salem-Keizer wasn't sure how to say Jason's name, so we had a hard time with that. But we got him straightened out, and he's been fine so far. He's been fine ever since, I did say, with saying Jason Leblebijan's name when announcing him over the PA system here. That will be Mike with the Volcanoes doing the PA here at Volcanoes Stadium. 2 balls and 1 strike as the pitch bounced in the dirt, as McVeigh is having a hard time finding a strike zone here. The pitch is lined to right field. The bounce foul, or lands foul, I should say, and bounces into the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes bullpen in the right field corner. So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're just joining us here at CanadiansBaseball.com, my name is KP Wee, and we're doing the broadcast here from Volcanoes Stadium here in Keizer, Oregon. The Vancouver Canadians are ahead 3-0 over the home team, the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes, here in the top half of the 7th inning, as Leblebijan looks at ball 3. The count's full. Here with 1 out, runners on the corners on first and third. Now, some other news to pass along here, as this next pitch is fouled back. Count remains 3-2 to Leblebijan. The right-handed pitcher Harvey Avendano has been announced the Northwest League Pitcher of the Week for the week of August 13th to 19th. So how about that? This is 3rd time that he's won the award this year, and 2nd consecutive week, because he won it again. So he won it the first week of the season, he won it last week, and again he's the Northwest League Pitcher of the Week this week. How about that? So this past week is swing and a miss by Leblebijan. He strikes out swinging, so 2 away. Did I just say that McVeigh had trouble finding a strike zone? I take that back. He struck out Art Charles in the last at bat, and he struck out Leblebijan, so 2 away. And now Matt Newman is up to bat with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. But Avendano, what else can you say about him? This past week, the native of Venezuela was outstanding for the Canadians, going 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA through 6 scoreless innings, struck out 7 batters, and he helped Vancouver to a big 5-0 win on August 16th out at Scotiabank Field at NWL Stadium. So he got 1 start last week, 6 shutout innings, beat the Aqua Sox, his pitcher of the week. How about that? Count is 1-0 to Matt Newman. He swings and misses at a pitch on the outside corner. The count is 1-1. Now, in case you're wondering, this is not a record, or actually he's tied a record Avendano has. Because Avendano joins Matt Thompson as the only pitchers in C's single-A short season history to win the Pitcher of the Week award 3 times in one season. And Thompson did that back in 2010. Of course, Thompson from Santa Rosa, California, had a 2.15 ERA with 61 strikeouts and only 46 innings that year, back in 2010. He won the award 3 times as the Northwest League Pitcher of the Week. Got it. As Newman strikes out. So how about that? McVeigh, the left-hander for the Volcanoes, struck out the side. And I thought he couldn't find the strike zone, so he struck out Art Charles, Jason Lapobesian, and now Matt Newman, and strands 2 big runners on base. So after 6.5 innings here at Volcanoes Stadium, the C's are ahead 3-0 over the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes. You're listening to Canadians Baseball here at CanadiansBaseball.com. My name is Keith Pee-wee. We'll be back in a moment. Ballpark at Volcanoes Stadium at Keizer, Oregon. The C's are ahead 3-0 over the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes. As we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning here at the ballpark, just a fantastic day of baseball for the C's, or if you're a C's fan, it's a great day of baseball. Of course, we have Javier Avendano, the right-handed pitcher for the C's, winning his 3rd Northwest League Pitcher of the Week award this year. We have Taylor Cole so far, who's thrown, he threw 6 shutout innings of 1-hit baseball. He's out of the game now as the left-hander Colton Turner is in the game in place of Cole, who threw 85 pitches, 49 for strikes, and faced 21 batters over 6 innings, allowing just 1 hit. And of course, another piece of good news is the C's are ahead 3-0 here as they try and hang on to their lead in the Western Division standings here in the second half of the Northwest League season. Now the C's will play one more game here in Keizer, Oregon, before returning home on Wednesday for the final homestand of the series, or of the season, I should say. Pardon me. Andrew King, the right fielder for the Volcanoes, is out to bat. He looks at a pitch low and away. Count is 1-0 to King. Again, that's left-hander Colton Turner on the mound, taking over in the 7th inning. After Taylor Cole was absolutely brilliant in tossing 6 shutout innings of 1-hit baseball. So Turner, out of Joshua, Texas, drafted this year by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 21st round, takes over, and King swings and misses in a pitch. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. But getting back to the C schedule, of course, we're in Keizer, Oregon right now. for a 3-game series against the Volcanoes. But the Seas will be back home after a long bus ride on Wednesday night, the 22nd, pitch in the dirt. Count as 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wednesday night on the 22nd is Dancing Ground Screw Bobblehead Night. The first 1,000 fans will receive a ground screw bobblehead doll presented by the Cat Rental Store. So don't miss out on that one. Again, that's for the first 1,000 fans, pardon me. As Kane strikes out swinging, 1 away in the bottom half of the 7th inning. How about that? Colton Turner, left-hander, comes out, strikes out the first batter here. Of course, in the last inning, I was mentioning it, Joe Rapp was the best hitter on the Volcanoes. Andrew Kane, the right fielder, would be the second best hitter on this team, and Colton Turner just struck him out swinging. Fantastic start here by Turner, taking over on the mound in relief of Taylor Cole. Now Chucky Jones, the center fielder, is up to bat, and great name in baseball for sure, Chucky Jones. Wiggles that bat, looks at a pitch in the dirt, counts 2 balls and no strikes. So on Thursday, back at home at Scotiabank Field, Boise is coming in for a 5-game series. That's the final homestand of the season for the Canadians. So Wednesday night we have the Dancing Ground Screw Bobblehead Night, bobblehead doll with the first 1,000 fans pitching in the dirt. Count as 3 balls and no strike. Thursday, the 23rd, we have a team photo giveaway for the first 2,500 fans. So you don't want to miss that either. On Friday the 24th, we have our Power Smart Nooner presented by BC Hydro. That's the final weekday nooner that we have at Scotiabank Field. Saturday's game has been sold out because we have fireworks that night. That's presented by the Holborn Group. That game's been sold out. But of course, you get tickets. For the remainder of the homestand, this final homestand of the season. That's your last chance for some regular season action out at the net this year. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. And strike 3 looking as the umpire has rung him up. So Chucky Jones strikes out looking at a pitch that looked a bit low, but Jones doesn't argue with the umpire, so perhaps he has a better vantage point out of the field than I do up here in the press box. So 2 away here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The game back to the Seas home schedule. Sunday, August 26th. That's the final home game of the year, regular season play. It's A&W Family Fun Sunday, and the first 500 fans will receive an umbrella, as it's umbrella giveaway day as well, on this final A&W Family Fun. The final A&W Family Fun Sunday on Sunday, August 26th. So you don't want to miss that either. Say that 3 times fast. So that's A&W Family Fun Sunday, this Sunday, the 26th. And also the first 500 fans will be getting an umbrella as well. So if you don't have your tickets to that game, be sure to call box office or go on to CanadiansBaseball.com to get your tickets. And of course our number is 604-872-5232. Or you can just visit our Nat Bailey Stadium box office at 4601 Ontario Street and get your tickets for our final homestand that begins on Wednesday this week. Now Rafael Rodriguez, the DH, is up to bat. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes, as this last pitch was high and outside for a ball. Count is 1 and 2. Again, Saturday night's game has been sold out. That's foul back. Or actually, no. What happened was Rodriguez strikes out swinging, but they had to throw him out. Tucker Frolic, the catcher, had to throw him out because he couldn't hang on to the baseball. But Frolic does throw over the first base. Rodriguez is retired on the strikeout, and that's the end of the 7th inning. How about that? The Seas are ahead 3-0. Here at CanadiansBaseball.com. My name is KP Wee, and we'll bring you the 8th inning in a moment. Back at the ballpark here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon. It's a wonderful night for baseball. Especially if you're a Seas fan, you have to be very happy as Vancouver is ahead 3-0, scored all 3 of their runs, and top of the 6th inning. Now, I'm not going to take credit for this, but obviously it's the players who are getting the job done. But every time I've been in the broadcast booth here doing Canadians baseball, it seems like the opposing team doesn't get a run. How about that? The 0-0 game. After 5 innings, I come into the booth, take over for the 6th inning in place of Jeremy Knight, who, by the way, did a fantastic job on the mic here this evening. And next thing you know, the Seas score 3 runs on the board. Maybe they need me here more often. I don't know. But in any event, the Seas have 3 runs on 11 hits and no errors. The Volcanoes, no runs on 1 hit and no errors. That 1 hit came in the 4th inning on a single off Taylor Cole. And other than that, the Volcanoes have not done anything offensively so far in the series. I mean, the pitching did their job last night, along just 3 runs, but the offense couldn't come through. And same story again tonight. Well, so far anyway, after 7 innings. So we're in the top half of the 8th inning now. And we have another left-hander on the mound for the Volcanoes, Gaspar Santiago, was drafted in 2010 in the 28th round by the San Francisco Giants, who's out here to work the 8th inning. It's a little fly ball to right field. Is anyone going to get to it? It's off the wall. Ramirez is rounding second on the way to third. Safe there with a triple. How about that? Carlos Ramirez, a leadoff triple here to begin the top of the 8th inning. That guy can hit, I tell you that. He hit his 6th inning double to drive in the first 2 runs for the Seas and has now just hit a triple in his next at bat here in the top of the 8th inning. And all of a sudden, the Seas have a runner on third base with nobody out. That's a fantastic way to start off this inning. Of course, the Seas are ahead 3-0 right now. It would be nice to get another 1 or 2 insurance runs. Just keep the pressure on the Volcanoes. But again, a fly ball hit out to right field. No chance whatsoever for the right fielder, Andrew Kane. Has bounced off the wall. By the time they got the ball into the infield, Ramirez is safe on third base, I should say, with a leadoff triple. And the Seas are back in business as Tucker Frawley comes up to bat here with nobody out in the 8th. And Frawley looks at the strike. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. He pitched outside, just missed the strike zone. So 2 balls and a strike to Frawley. A little ground ball hit foul into the Seas dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And talk about the pitching for the Seas. They've done a terrific job for the past week, for the entire season, in fact. But especially this past week, when each one of their starters has just done a great job. Ben White on Saturday, even though he lost 2-0 through a great game. Harvey Avendano, of course, pitcher of the week for the 2nd straight week, and he strikes out swing. Frawley does. He swings and misses and strikes out. So 1 away, with Ramirez still on third base. Of course, Avendano winning the pitcher of the week award for the 2nd straight week. So he has been on fire. Nick Purdy against the Aqua Sox on Friday, 4 great innings in an emergency start that afternoon. Last night, Kyle Anderson, 5 1/3 scoreless innings. And tonight, Taylor Cole, 6 shutout innings of one-hit baseball on his 23rd birthday. And of course, a big welcome to pitcher Will Browning, as there's a little conference on the mound as they want to talk things over. The Tom Tremorhorn, the manager of the Volcanoes, and all the infielders and the catcher, talking to Santiago, the pitcher, about how to deal with Ian Parmley, who's up to bat now. But a big welcome, as mentioned, to right-hander Will Browning, the right-hander out of the University of Louisiana Monroe. The pitch a little for Bluefield this year, before being assigned to the Seas yesterday, and a great debut last night with 1 2/3 innings of shutout baseball, contributing to last night's 3-0 win. So the pitching staff have done a terrific job this season, especially the past week. Parmley swings and misses on that pitch. The count is 1-1. And Santiago looking to make that next pitch to Parmley. It's in the dirt. The last pitch clocked at 63 miles an hour. Looked like a curveball that just bounced in the dirt. A 2-1 to Parmley, who still leads the Northwest League in walks with 45 this summer. Big swing and a miss. A pitch that was outside and low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Parmley. Wearing number 18 on the back of his jersey. The Seas are wearing black this evening with the red numbers on the back of the jersey and a Seas logo on the front. They've been successful all year long wearing that jersey. The pitch is in the dirt. Count is 3-2, so full count. And again tonight, so far so good. They had 3-0 here in top out of the 8th inning against Salem-Keizer. And probably now wiggling that bat, looking for the full count pitch. Line drive to right field, that's going to fall in, but foul. Just missed being a fair ball by about 5 inches, no more than that. It just landed outside of the foul line. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's really quiet here at Volcanoes Stadium. They have over 2,300 fans this evening taking on this baseball game tonight, but not much to cheer about, as the Volcanoes are behind 3-0, and Salem-Keizer has managed just 1 hit so far this evening. And now, of course, the Seas have 1 runner on third base. That's Ramirez, who led out this inning with a triple, and Parmley's up to bat, and it struck him out looking. Parmley flicked that bat away, thinking he had drawn a walk, but the umpire, Nate Tomlinson, rung him up. Man, and now Parmley can't believe it as it picks up his bat and walks slowly back to the dugout. He just flicked his bat away, thinking he had drawn a walk on a low pitch. From this angle up in the press box, it looks, or from the broadcast booth, I should say, it looks kind of low, but no argument from Parmley as he walks back to the dugout. He strikes out looking, so 2 outs. So if the Seas can't cash his runner home, now as Flores is up to bat, it'll be a big opportunity wasted, as they had Ramirez on third base with nobody out, because Ramirez led off with a triple. And now back-to-back strikeouts here. And 2 away for Jorge Flores, who's come up to bat. There were 2 outs. Liner to center field. Back. And a great. Well, he didn't catch it, did he? No. That's a double. Wasn't sure from this angle what happened. Looked like he made the catch on center field, but apparently that went off the wall. So Flores has a double, and the run scores. Ramirez scores from third base. It's 4-0. That is hard to see from this angle. It looked like, from the way I was looking out to center field, looked like the center fielder Chucky Jones had to make the catch. But apparently it bounced off the center field wall, and by the time that Jones could get that ball in, Flores is on second base with a double, and it's 4-0. Again, with Ramirez scoring from third base. So the Seas do cash in that runner from third base. It's 4-0. And Sweeney is up to bat. Of course, he had a bunt single in his last at bat. Looking for another base hit this evening in this at bat here. Santiago, the left-hander, has fallen behind 2-0 to Sweeney, who homered here last night in the 6th inning as part of that 3-0 victory. Big swing and a miss. Count is 2-1. It's a funny story that, of course, when you're hang out with the players on the team bus, they talk about it, but I think it was joking, but he told Taylor Cole, who was starting pitcher tonight, celebrating his 23rd birthday, and by the way, has threw a great game with 6 shutout innings of 1-hit baseball. But apparently, Sweeney told Taylor Cole last night before the game that he was going to hit a home run, and boy did he! He hit the 6th-inning home run that made it 2-0 at the time. This pitch is in the dirt. So he goes out there and hits that 6th-inning home run to give the Seas a 2-0 lead. They end up winning 3-0. But players will do that. They will, talk about getting 4 hits in this game or hitting 1 out in that game and so on. But man, with the wind blowing out, it's possible to hit a home run if you hit it to right field, but not this at bat for Sweeney as he looks at the ball for outside. So Sweeney walks. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. With the season at 4-0 here in the 8th inning. But I guess you can say that Sweeney called the shot last night. Say he was going to hit 1 out, and he did. But it's fantastic just talking to the players, talking to the coaching staff, the manager. That's foul back as Flores on second base was taking off the third, but now he has to go back to second base as Balbino fouled that pitch off. He counts 0-1. But again, Flores was running on that pitch, and why not? Why not run if they're not going to hold you close to the bag? And now the pitcher, Santiago, bluffs the throw over the second, and that gets Flores' attention as he scampers back to second base. But it was just a fake throw. He wasn't really going to throw it over there, but just to keep him close to the bag. The pitch is fouled back, counts 0-2. So we have Sweeney on first base on a walk, Flores on second with a double, scoring Ramirez for the 4th run of the night for the Seas, and Balbino Firmayor out to bat. It's a good chance to remind you guys, if you're listening to Canadians Baseball here at CanadiansBaseball.com, the Canadians want to know who you thought has been our most exciting player this summer. As Balbino swings and misses and strikes out to end this 8th inning, the top half of the 8th. So after 7.5 here in Keizer, Oregon, the Caesar had 4-0. We'll talk more about the most exciting player this summer thing. We'll talk about that after the break, as we're bringing you live action from Volcanoes Stadium here in Keizer, Oregon. Vancouver 4, Salem-Keizer no score. Bottom half of the game coming up. My name is KP Wee, and we'll talk to you again soon. So back here in the ballpark here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon, as we bring you Vancouver Canadians baseball here at CanadiansBaseball.com. Bottom half of the 8th inning coming up. Now, getting back to what I was saying earlier, vote for our Fans Choice Award today, as the Vancouver Canadians want to know who you thought has been our most exciting player this summer. So vote today for your best player, or for your favorite player, I should say. Just go on to CanadiansBaseball.com to make your selection. Now, the voting ends on Wednesday, August the 22nd at 5 p.m. So you have just less than 2 days really to get your votes in. Who's been the most electrifying player for the Seas this summer? Was it Ian Parmley? Was it Jorge Flores, Bobby O'Fillmore, Art Charles, Marcus Stroman, Helen Sweeney? Well, you let us know. Vote now at CanadiansBaseball.com. That's for our Fans Choice Award. And vote today. Or you have 2 days to vote. But do it quickly. Of course, last year, Nick Belligon, the right fielder, won it. And who's it going to be this year? I guess we'll find out soon enough. Bottom half of the 8th inning here at Volcanoes Stadium, the Caesar had 4-0, as they've out-hit Salem-Keizer 13-1. And man, the Volcanoes, who coming into this series was only 2.5 games out of first place in the Western Division standings here in the second half of the season, will fall even further back should they not come back this evening. So that's Colton Turner in the second inning of work here in relief of Taylor Cole. He's fallen behind 2 balls and a strike to Steven Yarrow, the third baseman, and the count is now 2-2 as he fouled that one back. It's actually Brennan Mertzer, who's pinch hitting, and why not? The Volcanoes have not managed anything, just 1 hit so far this evening. The count's 3 balls and 2 strikes as Turner bounced that last pitch in the dirt to Brennan Mertzer, the outfielder, pinch hitting for Yarrow. Little foul ball. Hit back into the concession stands area, right next to the broadcast booth, so he stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, the Canadians are on the road right now. We have 1 more game here in Keizer, Oregon. That's tomorrow night, before a long bus ride home to Scotiabank Field in Vancouver. Little pop up to the right side of the infield. Who wants it? It's the second baseman, Levelbejian, making a fine catch to retire the first out here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. But the Seas will return home on Wednesday for a night game as we welcome them to Boise for a 5-game series for the final homestand of the season at Scotiabank Field. That's Wednesday, August 22nd. And of course, that's bobblehead night for the grounds crew. So you can get a bobblehead doll for being at the ballpark. That's presented by the Cat Rattle store, and that's again on Wednesday. So it should be a good thing to check out. Get a free bobblehead doll featuring our hardworking grounds crew members, so dancing grounds crew members, of course. That's for the first 1,000 fans. Again, that's presented by the Cat Rattle store. So fall back, count as 4-1 to Sam Eberly, the catcher. On Thursday, the 23rd, is the team photo giveaway for the first 2,500 fans, presented by Ben Hout. On Friday, the 24th, it's our final Power Smart Nooner, presented by BC Hydro, for a Friday afternoon nooner at the net. Saturday's game has been sold out. That's the 25th for Fireworks Night, presented by the Holborn Group. And Sunday, the 26th, is our final A&W Family Fun Sunday. It's also, sorry, say that one more time. I botched that up the first time I said this earlier as well. But it's umbrella giveaway for the first 500 fans at the ballpark. Again, that's Sunday the 26th for our A&W Family Fun Sunday. That's the final regular season home game at Scotiabank Field this summer. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, make sure you get them today or shortly, because the Canadians have been the hottest ticket in Vancouver. Now Eberly, the catcher for the Volcanoes, is up to bat. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes as Turner bounced that last pitch in the dirt. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's a little fly ball to right field, and making the catch is Ramirez, running in, making a fine catch in shallow right field for the second out. You can get your tickets by calling 604-872-5232. And Alan Bailey and his friendly staff at the box office will be able to assist you by getting you the tickets that you want. And that's 604-872-5232. You can also get tickets online at CanadiansBaseball.com or just by visiting the Nat Bailey Stadium box office at 4601 Ontario Street. That's at the ballpark. So our final chance to see some exciting Vancouver Canadians baseball here in the final homestand of the season. To strike on the inside part of the plate. That's Ryan Jones up to bat. It counts 0-1. It's very quiet now at the ballpark with the home team trailing 4-0. Of course, they're playing some music here to try and get some excitement here. But nothing doing here as Ryan Jones strikes out swinging on a pitch in the dirt. And that completes the 8th inning. So after 8 innings, the Caesar had 4-0. How about that? And they're 3 outs away from a victory. You're listening to Canadians Baseball at CanadiansBaseball.com. My name is KP Wee. More in a moment. You can listen to any ball game on 192 live. It's also streaming live on VolcanoesBaseball.com and CCTV.com.
That pitch is the Volcanoes in the ship of the cover. Now, to the victory Volcanoes, Federation.
Back here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon, as we bring you action between the Vancouver Canadians and the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes here from the ballpark here on CanadiansBaseball.com. Top of the ninth inning, the Seas are heading 4-0 as that pitch hit Art Charles, and the big fella is aboard here to begin this top half of the ninth inning. First pitch struck him on the arm, and big Art Charles is standing on first base. So the Seas have had runners on base all evening. So far they've had 4 runs, on 13 hits and no errors. Salem-Keizer, no runs with 1 hit and no errors. Just a fantastic job of pitching tonight. This whole series, in fact. Last night was Kyle Anderson, the left-hander, with 5 1/3 scoreless innings. Of course, Eric Brown pitched in with a scoreless 8th inning as well last night. And Eric Sakula picked up his 6th save with a scoreless 9th inning in that ballgame. And of course, a great debut by Will Browning, the right-hander, who joined the team on the road here in Keizer yesterday and went out there and pitched 1 2/3 innings of shutout baseball. The Seas won 3-0 last night, and they had 4-0 tonight. Taylor Cole celebrating his 23rd birthday today with 6 shutout innings of 1-hit baseball. Cole in turn 2 scoreless innings so far, so the Seas have been dominating on the mound. And if you think back to Saturday night when they lost 2-0 with Ben White throwing 6 fantastic innings and just giving up those 2 runs, it's been a fantastic stretch of pitching for the Seas. As Labovisian strikes out looking for the first out here and top out of the 9th inning. Again, Art Charles is on first base after getting hit by a pitch to lead off this inning. And now Matt Newman is up to bat. Newman, of course, hit a couple of home runs in 1 game last year in this ballpark. If he hits one today, it would just be a fantastic evening of baseball here for the Canadians. But the Seas are still ahead 4-0 here in the 9th inning as he fouls on back. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. The last pitch clocked at 79 miles an hour. By Santiago. The left-hander working his 2nd inning of work here in relief. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the Newmanati. Fouls that one back to the screen to the left side. So 2 strikes on Newman. So the team very excited, of the players on the Seas anyway, very excited. This morning they got a chance to go out to the Nike employee store. I know some of the players bought a lot of the great merchandise. So a great day of baseball for the Seas. Went out shopping this morning, and at the ballpark they're winning 4-0. Taylor Cole celebrating his birthday, born on this date back in 1989 with a 1-hit shutout through 6 innings. Javier Avendano winning his 3rd Northwest League Pitcher of the Week award this season, the 2nd week in a row, in fact. Just a terrific day for the Canadians so far. So Newman is ready at the plate, waiting for his 2-2 pitch. Hits it out to left center field, deep but playable on left field or left center field. Making the catch in left center is Cantrell Hill. That's the 2nd out of this inning. and Charles retreats back to first base. And Carlos Ramirez is up to bat. So Ramirez, a big night tonight, with a big 2-run double in the 6th inning, which brought home the first 2 seized runs, breaking up a scoreless game at that point. And he added a triple later in the game and came home to score on a double by Jorge Flores to make it 4-0. That was in the last inning, as a matter of fact. As he looks at the first pitch low, but hit the corner, so it counts 0-1. It fouls that one back and counts 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Big Carlos Ramirez ranked number 32 on the back of his jersey, wiggling that bat, ready for his 0-2 pitch from Santiago, the left-hander for the Volcanoes. That one just bounced in the dirt, and Charles advances to second base on what's going to be a wild pitch there, as it just bounced in front of home plate and got away from the catcher. No chance at all to get to that baseball. And it's actually Dashenko Ricardo, who's behind the plate now, taking over for Sam Eberle, who started this game and had a fantastic game defensively for the Volcanoes. So that pitch just bounced away. It bounced in the dirt and got away from Ricardo, the catcher, who was just taking over for Eberle. Now the pitch bounces in the dirt, but Dashenko gets to it. Dashenko Ricardo, that is, gets to it, making sure that Charles stays at second base. But man, it's quiet here at this ballpark. So as the home team, the Volcanoes, are behind 4-0 here in the top half of the 9th inning. It's a great ballpark, though, I have to say. I mean, they've got a sports bar here. Can't beat that. That's foul back. Counts 1-2. No, 2-2, pardon me, but it's foul back. So Ramirez stays alive. Picnic benches, down by the left field line if you want to catch the game out there. There's a kids' playground, just like what we had at Scotiabank Field. 13 luxury skybox suites upstairs. The ground ball hit the second base. The throw over this first. That retires aside. The Seas don't score in this inning, but after 8.5 innings, they're still ahead 4-0, and they're 3 outs away from another victory. So the bottom half of the 9th inning is coming up next. You're listening to Canadians Baseball here at CanadiansBaseball.com. My name is Keith Pee Wee. Back in a moment.
We will give you another chance, the opportunity to one.
So back here at the ballpark at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon, new pitcher for the Seas is right-hander Tucker Donahue, who's going to take over for the bottom half of the 9th inning. And what else can you say about the pitching in this game? Against 6 shutout innings of one-hit baseball, he walked 2 with 6 strikeouts through 85 pitches. He gave just 1 hit. And again, the big fella is celebrating his 23rd birthday today. So what a perfect birthday present it must be for Taylor Cole. Of course, Colton Turner, the left-hander, took over in the 7th inning and threw 2 hitless innings with 4 strikeouts. No walks, no runs, no hits, 4 strikeouts and 2 innings for Turner. And now Donahue is taking over here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Offensively, a big game for Carlos Ramirez.
2 hits and 4 at-bats with 2 runs scored, a double and a triple, 2 RBIs. So if not for Taylor Cole, Ramirez will be the player of the game. But of course, since it's Taylor's birthday, 1 hit in 6 shutout innings with 6 strikeouts, Taylor Cole is our player of the game. But fantastic night for Colin Ramirez as well, playing right field, getting the 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, double and triple. Fantastic game. Matt Newman, another hero tonight, 2 for 4 with a run scored, also walked as well. Jason Double-Vision, 2 hits, 1 run scored. Kellen Sweeney was 2 hits, but singled 1 of them in 4 at-bats. And Flores with an RBI double, giving the season 4-0 lead. Ian Parmley also had an RBI in this game, 1 for 4. So just a terrific night all around for the Canadians. And for the pitching as well. And now we're here with action from bottom half of the 9th inning. And that's Cantrell Hill looking at the first pitch strike on the outside corner, so 0-1. Now big swing and miss, and 0-2 now for the left fielder for the Volcanoes. That's Cantrell Hill again, hitting 0 for 3 so far tonight. So earlier I was saying he had a 36-game streak earlier, which ended on Friday, and he strikes out swinging, so 1 away, just like that. How about that? 0 for 4 tonight for Hill. But he had a 36-game streak where he got on base 36 consecutive games, and that ended last Friday. The C's have kept him off the base pass today, 0 for 4 with that strikeout here to begin the bottom half of the 9th inning. So the C's are 2 outs away from a victory, 2 outs away from a second consecutive shutout. And Branca, the shortstop, is up to bat. Again, the C's have 4 runs on 13 hits and no errors. The Volcanoes, no runs on 1 hit and no errors, and that's hit to the right side of the infield. Who wants it? That's Big R Charles with the catch, 2 away, just like that. And you can see a lot of fans leaving, thinking that the Volcanoes are going to lose yet again. Just 1 out away from a second shutout loss to Vancouver. And now Joe Rapp, their best hitter, is up to bat, hoping to keep this game going. As mentioned earlier, as he looks at the first pitch for a ball 1-0. Mentioned earlier in talking to, or in being in the meeting yesterday with Dave Pano and the rest of the pitching staff, this is one guy that they want to get out, and this is line to right field. It's going back, and it's out of here. Well, there goes the shutout with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 9th inning, and Joe Rapp hits 1 out. So now the fans are celebrating and cheering. It's 4-1 for Vancouver. Just a second hit of the night for Salem-Keizer, but they're on the scoreboard. First run in this series for Salem-Keizer. Just cracked that one out to right field, and it just cleared the fence. So again, this being a pit, not a pitcher's park, but a hitter's ballpark. The kid went to right field, the wind carrying out, or blowing out, he's going to carry the baseball out of here. That's what Joe Rapp did right there. And just getting back to what I was saying earlier, Pano, the hitting coach, was going over with the pitching staff about how to pitch to certain hitters in this lineup. And that was one guy that they didn't want, to beat them, to beat the C's, that is. But with the score 4-0, he hits 1 out, it's 4-1. The C's, or the Volcanoes, I should say, are down to the last out. So that run doesn't really count, doesn't really matter. As Andrew King, the right fielder, is up to bat, still down by 3 runs, the Volcanoes are. And they're showing a funny graphic here on the video board here in Keizer at Volcanoes Stadium with a picture of I guess an eruption, you should say, of the volcano because of that home run hit by Joe Rapp. The count's 2-2 to Andrew Kane, who's 0 for 3 tonight. You can say 0 for just about every single hitter, except for Chucky Jones, who was 1 for 2. And his strike 3 looking just hit the outside corner, and Kane cannot believe it as he strikes out to end the ball game. The Seas win 4-1. Their second consecutive win here at Volcanoes Stadium in Keizer, Oregon. Final score, Vancouver 4, Salem-Keizer 1, with Andrew Kane striking out looking to end the baseball game on a 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. The player of the game tonight, no doubt about it, the birthday boy, Taylor Cole, the right-hander, celebrating his 23rd birthday today with 6 scoreless innings of one-hit baseball, with 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, I should say, 1 hit, no runs allowed. He's our player of the game. And the Seas celebrate on the mound. They do their handshakes. They win by a final score of 4-1. So 4 runs on 13 hits, no errors for the Seas, 1 run on 2 hits, and no errors for the Volcanoes. What a fantastic night of baseball here in Keizer as we've brought you live action of Canadians baseball here at CanadiansBaseball.com. My name is KP Wade, saying good night to everyone listening in Vancouver, and we'll do it again tomorrow night here at CanadiansBaseball.com as we bring you the final game of this 3-game series against the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes. Saying goodbye one more time, my name is KP Wee. Thanks for listening to Canadians Baseball. We'll see you again tomorrow night.